Hi, my name is Trina Baker, and this is my video for the hands-on activity for the 4th through 6th grade. Good afternoon, 4th graders. Today we're going to play a game. Did you know that you can play a game with factors? Have you guys ever played dominoes? Well, this is going to have rules like dominoes, where I stuck a double down in the middle so we'd be prepared, and you guys have your domino cards here. But instead of playing to keep score, you guys are going to write down an equation for each match that you make. Because each match that you make will have at least one whole number and one factor that you're matching up. But when you write it down on your worksheet, you'll be writing down the equation or the fact family, however you want to put it down, either in multiplication or division or both, if you want to go for both. But you only have to write down one, so you know what the factors are in relation to the whole number. So we're going to keep track of the matches that way instead of keeping score. And we're going to try to at least get 4 matches to start with, and then we'll see how far the game goes, okay? So you guys can go ahead and start. I have a double 16 in the middle, so look at the domino cards that you have and see if you have any factors of the whole number 16 to start off. Luke, if you want to go first, and you can make sure that you write your name on your paper, that would be good so I know whose is whose on the scorecards. Amy, did you write your name on your paper? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, Luke, do you have any factors of 16? If you don't have a factor that matches or a whole number that matches, if it's a factor you're trying to match, you can switch your domino card with one of them in the big pile, like you do in regular dominoes. Okay? You can go ahead. Oh, a double 4. And what would the equation for that be?
4 times 4 is 16.
Okay. Are you going to write that down in one of your boxes then? Oh, Amy put down an 8 for the 16. What equation would that be? What's the other factor?
2.
And what would the equation be?
8 times 2 is 16.
You better write it down in your box so you don't forget. Do you guys think any of the whole numbers will have the same factors? You've already seen that some of the equations have the same answer, because you've already got 4 times 4 is 16 and 8 times 2 is 16. Do you think that other ones would use the same numbers too? Yeah. I think it's your turn, Lynn. And what equation are you going for with that?
2 times 2 is 4.
Okay. 2 is a factor of 4, isn't it? Is that the smallest factor that 4 has? What's the smallest factor?
1.
Is 2 the smallest form though? Can 2 be broken down anymore?
Yes, it can.
What can 2 be broken into?
1.
1 times 2 is 4. What would it be?
1 times 2 is 2.
Yeah, so it's a prime number, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we're not trying to reduce it down to the smallest. You can if you want to, but right now we're just trying to do just 2 factors for one whole number. But if you wanted to, you could make it smaller, because 2 can't go any smaller, because it's a prime number, like 1, like you just said. Okay, Amy? Oh, we put down a 25. What equation are you doing?
5 times 5 is 25.
Okay. You gonna write that down? You could also do it another way, couldn't you? How else could you write that down?
25 divided by 5 is 15.
Yeah. You don't have to write it down that way, but I was just checking to see. Okay, Luke, do you have another match yet? Okay, and what were you coming up with for that one?
5 times 4 equals 20.
Mm-hmm. So how do you think you could check that if you wanted to know for sure? If you didn't have it memorized, how could you check to make sure your answer was correct?
You could multiplicate it together, see if the answer turns out to be correct.
Mm-hmm. So what are some ways you could do to multiply it? If you didn't automatically know.
You could perhaps put 5 at the top
Mm-hmm.
and below 4.
I think that's the regular multiplication, but yeah. You could also make an array, which is dots or groups of something, that you could, if you were doing 5 times 4 is 20, you would make 4 rows and 5 columns, and that would be 20 dots altogether. So that's one way you could do it. Some people also, they skip count. So they would be like 5, 10, 15, 20. That's another way you can do it. And then you could always check on a calculator, but that doesn't really count with what I was looking for. But yeah. Oh, Amy, you found a new match? And what are you trying to get with that?
64 divided by 8 equals 8.
Oh, that's a good one. You gonna write it down as the division then? Good job. Okay, Luke? Okay, you got a 48 and a 6. What's the other factor in your pair there?
4 and 8.
8, yeah. That's correct. You gonna write it down as multiplication or division?
Yes, sir.
And how are you gonna write it down?
48 divided by 6 equals 8.
Okay. Amy, did you find another one? Okay.
45 divided by 5 equals 8.
Are you sure that's correct? You might want to double check. Are all your factors in there correct, or do you just wish you
45 divided by 5 equals 9.
Yeah, there you go. And you should always double check your work just to be sure. Well, did you guys think this was a good way to practice your multiplication and division, so then you can learn the factors better? Because sometimes you might be at the store and want to buy something, and you don't have a calculator or your phone with you, and you got to try to figure out what the multiplication or division of something is. And if you have more time to practice it, then it gets easier to do it in your head. And you guys were doing it in your head, so you're getting good practice in doing it in your head. Well, you can keep making some more matches. I'm going to turn off the video, okay?